Hello, and a very happy Sunday to all the children of the oratory who usually come to our children's liturgy each Sunday. Today we celebrate the great feast of the Most Blessed Trinity. It makes fathers quite terrified really to have to speak about the Trinity because it's something which appears very, very difficult. In fact, it's such a great mystery that we just can't know exactly what it means to say God is a Trinity with our mind. It's beyond us. It goes to the very heart of what God is, of who God is in himself. So when the father allotted for today gets up to preach, quite often he's rather nervous. What does it mean to say God is a Trinity? It means that God is three persons in one God. Three divine persons in one God. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. They're all equal in God, equal in majesty. They're all worthy of our adoration, worthy of glory. But they're all individual persons. We could speak a lot, at great length, about how we might understand this. But in fact, there's one little thing that I'd like us to focus on today, and that is we understand the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit as being together in a communion of persons. Now, many of you will be preparing for your First Holy Communion, and we call it your First Holy Communion because that's the day when you receive Jesus' body and blood, soul and divinity into your body and soul, and you have a moment of communion with him. We are meant for communion with God. And the reason we're meant for communion with God is because we are made in God's image. And God is a communion. The Father is loving the Son, and the Holy Spirit is the love shared between them, which pours out to us because there's so much of it. And God loved us so much that he didn't stay apart from us. He created us. He sent his Son to become one of us, to lift us up, to be near him. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit are in this beautiful communion with one another, a beautiful friendship, a beautiful family of love. There's a lovely painting. It's not really a painting of God, it's a painting of three angels. And the story comes from the book of Genesis, where Abraham entertained three strangers to tea. The painter, Andrei Rublev, painted this lovely image. And it reminds us of what the Trinity is like. If you notice, the three angels sit together around a table, looking into each other's eyes. They sit in a union together, and they're very splendid there in their beautiful, shining clothes. But you notice something about this rather curious table, that there's a space in the middle, and that space is left for you and for me. We're invited into that friendship, that relationship that the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit share. Not only are we supposed to live our lives in communion with God, sharing in that relationship. As God gives his life to us, we give our life to him. We're also supposed to build this union, this friendship, remember our special word, communion, with one another. We're supposed to build this lovely family with others, particularly other Christians, those who are also baptized, who are part of God's family. The thing about building a communion is that we always give more than we receive. It's not about what we get out of it, but it's about what we give to other people that brings them into that friendship with us. And remember, the thing about love is, the more we give it away, the more it increases in our soul, in our heart. So, on this feast of the Most Blessed Trinity, you and I have a job to do. We have to give ourselves away in love so that we can be like the Blessed Trinity, just a little tiny bit. We can build that communion amongst one another so that it's all the more easy for us to receive God's grace and to enter into that communion of love, that friendship with him to which he invites us. That's what the Holy Trinity is really all about. I hope you have a really lovely week, and I hope that we'll see each other back at church very, very soon. God bless you. Bye-bye.